Chainsaw Man is the type of anime you just can't get enough of. It's weird, brutal, and definitely not your typical anime, but that's exactly what makes it so addictive. Denji is a broke teenager buried in the 38 million yen debt his father left behind after taking his own life. A debt so heavy Denji's already sold a kidney, an eye, and a testicle trying to chip away at it. His only company is Pochita, a tiny chainsaw devil, one of the countless devils born from human fear, whom he uses to hunt other devils for the Yakuza. After the boss skims his cut, Denji's left eating plain bread and dreaming of jam, girlfriends, and video games. That dream nearly ends for good when the Yakuza, secretly in league with a zombie devil, murders Denji and hacks Pochita apart. As Denji's blood reaches Pochita's mouth, the little devil chooses to fuse with him instead of taking over his body, becoming his new heart. Denji wakes in a dumpster, yanks the cord now sticking out of his chest, and transforms into Chainsaw Man, slaughtering the zombie devil and every Yakuza member left standing. Public safety devil hunter Makima finds him in the wreckage and instead of fear, offers him food and a home. Starved and worn down, the promise of breakfast alone is enough to seal his fate. Makima makes it clear on the ride over that Denji is basically her pet now, but between her buying him food and mentioning she's into Denji-type guys, he's already smitten. At HQ, she hands him to Aki Hayakawa, who beats him up as an initiation and warns that hunters without real motivation die fast. Denji admits he's only in it for Makima, and the two end up living together, Aki unimpressed by his roommate's mess and recklessness. On his first fiend mission, Denji finishes the job with an axe instead of transforming, just to avoid getting blood on a dirty magazine, and starts to realize survival alone isn't enough anymore. His new life goal, touch a girl's chest. Makima then partners him with Power, a chaotic blood-wielding fiend who joins their new Special Division 4 and proves herself instantly by obliterating a sea cucumber devil in public. Denji figures he can live with a partner even more unhinged than he is. Power gets chewed out for the mess, and Denji learns her one soft spot, her cat Mioi, stolen by a devil she otherwise hates humans and devils alike. She promises him a chance to touch her chest if he helps get the cat back, which is all the motivation Denji needs. What he doesn't know is that Power has already made her own deal, handing Denji over to the Bat Devil as a meal in exchange for Mioi. The Bat Devil drinks his blood, finds it disgusting, tosses him aside, then swallows Mioi and Power both. Watching her cat disappear, Power finally understands the grief Denji felt over Pochita. Denji, still alive, drags himself onto the Bat Devil mid-flight, transforms, and tears it apart, saving them both, insisting the whole time it's not heroism, just devotion to his dream. Elsewhere, Makima tells Aki that what makes Denji truly rare is his ability to become a devil himself, not just command one, and that she finds this very, very interesting. Before he can collect his reward, a leech devil bites off his arm and eats it. Power's too drained to fight, so Denji, running on fumes, challenges the leech devil, once bonded to the Bat Devil in a shared dream of wiping out humanity, to a battle of dreams. Whoever wins proves theirs was stronger. He's losing badly when Aki arrives and has his fox devil swallow her whole.
Cool.
At the hospital, Aki explains how Devil contracts work, trade something, gain power, and covers for Denji and Power's unauthorized outing on the condition Denji behaves. Power moves in with the boys and instantly becomes the worst roommate imaginable, but eventually pays up on her promise. The payoff, once Denji learns she'd been wearing padding the first time, turns out deeply underwhelming. Back at HQ Inn, Makima notices something's off and gently tells Denji that intimacy only means something once you actually know a person. Then, to illustrate, presses his hand to her own chest and short-circuits him completely. Once he recovers, she gives him a real mission: kill the Gun Devil, one such devil born from America's fear of firearms, and made even more monstrous after it slaughtered over 1 million people in minutes 13 years ago. The same devil that wiped out Aki's entire family. Kill it, and Makima promises him any wish he wants. Devils that eat stray fragments of the Gun Devil's flesh grow stronger, and the pieces are slowly, magnetically drawn back to the source. Chasing one such fragment, Denji joins Special Division 4 on a raid of a hotel, meeting new teammates Himeno Hirokazu and the anxious Kobeni. Motivated purely by Himeno's promised kiss, he charges in, only for the team to discover the hotel is trapping them in an endless loop. The culprit behind the loop is revealed, the Eternity Devil, whose stomach the team has been trapped inside all along, demanding Denji's life in exchange for freeing everyone else. When a panicked Kobeni and Hirokazu try to hand him over, Aki shields Denji and takes a knife meant for him, insisting he needs Denji alive if he's ever going to beat the Gun Devil. Determined to repay him, Denji dives straight into the Eternity Devil, and over 3 grueling days, just keeps hacking at it and drinking its blood to refuel. Until the devil begs to be finished off. Division 4 celebrates with a welcome party, where Himeno's promised kiss turns out to be vomit-flavored, though Makima later comforts him with a shared lollipop and a lesson about firsts. That night, a drunk Himeno half-jokingly propositions Denji, but the memory of Makima's candy stops him, and the two strike a deal instead. He'll help her with Aki, she'll help him with Makima, then everything falls apart. Assassins ambush Makima's train to Kyoto and gun her down, while across Tokyo the rest of Division 4 is hit at the same moment. Hirokazu and Kobeni shot in the street, Denji shot point blank by the grandson of the Yakuza boss from Episode 1, now working for the Gun Devil. Aki has his Fox Devil eat the attacker, only for the man to slice his way back out as Katana Man, a sword-wielding devil hunter revived on command by a mysterious woman named Akane. Katana Man cuts Aki down, and with power unable to keep pace, Himeno makes the sacrifice she swore she'd never make, surrendering her body fully to the Ghost Devil to fight back. She's winning until Akane summons a snake devil that devours the Ghost Devil whole, killing Himeno and leaving nothing behind but her clothes and eye patch. Makima is very much alive, having survived her own assassination completely unfazed. In a chilling ritual, she has 30 death row convicts, each speak the name of one of Katana Man's allies, then crushes every named target from a distance, killing convict and target together, one by one. Back in Tokyo, Kobeni, dismissed earlier as useless, turns up alive, slices off Katana Man's arm, and saves Denji, forcing the enemy to retreat. Aki learns his cursed devil contract has left him only 2 years to live. He finally breaks down grieving Himeno, while Denji, visiting, quietly realizes he might not be able to cry for anyone at all anymore, not for power, not even for Aki. Advisors sent by Makima suggest Aki retire while he still can, but he refuses. The Gun Devil that killed his family is still out there. Denji and Power, meanwhile, are dumped on Kishibe, Division 1's strongest and most sadistic hunter who spends their first sessions literally killing them over and over in practice just to sharpen their instincts. Aki completes a new contract, trading his right eye to the future devil for brief glimpses of what's coming. Kishibe's training continues, and with the raid on Katana Man's hideout approaching, Makima pays a visit to the Yakuza boss behind the Gun Devil dealings. When he tries to justify his organization as a necessary evil, she calmly produces a bag containing his men's family members' eyeballs and tells him society has no need of his excuses. The raid itself begins with no real plan beyond storming in, backed by new fiends including Beam the Shark, Galgali the Violence Fiend, the Spider Devil Princey, and the eerily calm Angel Devil, with Denji and Power's own lives on the line if the mission fails. While the others clear out a zombie army, Aki tracks down Akane, who summons the Ghost Devil, Himeno's old power, against him. Cornered and choked, Aki flashes back to Himeno, offering him a cigarette for when he's older. In the present, the Ghost Devil, still somehow carrying her will, hands it to him instead of finishing him off. Remembering that it can only sense fear, Aki steadies himself and beheads it, and Kobeni arrives just in time to stop him from killing Akane outright. Asked why she even stuck around after everything Division 4 has been through, Kobeni's answer is pure Kobeni. The bonus payments are coming soon. Upstairs, Denji finally corners Katana Man. Their fight tears through the building and onto a moving train until Katana Man slices off both of Denji's arms and demands an apology for killing his grandfather. Denji refuses, and reveals he's turned his legs into chainsaws instead, cutting Katana Man clean in half with one kick. Rather than let him die quietly in prison, Denji and Aki hold their own brutal requiem for Himeno, taking turns kicking him in the groin until he screams. Makima later reports that the whole attack was engineered by Akane, who traded Yakuza guns for a shot at Denji's heart, and that the Snake Devil killed her before she could be questioned further, likely a built-in failsafe in her contract. With the recovered Gun Devil flesh pushing their total past 6 kilograms, the pull toward the real thing grows stronger. Season 1 ends as it began. Denji dreaming of the alley and the door he's never opened. Pachita's voice on the other side, warning him, as always, never to. Thanks for watching. Check out this next video, and remember to subscribe AniZap.